8 wide receivers the Lions should watch at the NFL Combine. Before continuing, click the thumbs up and like this video. Every day we bring you the latest news from the Detroit Lions, so you are always well informed. So this like costs nothing and helps us a lot. Take advantage and subscribe to the channel if you are just arriving. Thank you for your support, and let's go. The Detroit Lions offense already has 2 high-level receivers, but the depth at the position is still unknown for the 2025 season. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the centerpiece of the offensive sector, has been named All-Pro in 2 consecutive years. Meanwhile, Jameson Williams surpassed the 1,000-yard mark for the first time, showing his evolution as a reliable target. However, outside of Khalif Raymond, the Lions' active roster lacks guaranteed options for next season. One solution would be to keep veteran Tim Patrick, who has fit very well into the rotation and has already demonstrated his value. Still, the team could bolster its roster by bringing in new blood at the position. The scouting combine in Indianapolis will be a great opportunity for General Manager Brad Holmes and his scouting staff to identify promising talent. Here are 8 wide receivers the Lions should keep an eye on at the 2025 Combine. Alec Iomenor, Stanford. Iomenor stands out as a versatile receiver who can add value in multiple areas of the game. At 6 feet 2 inches, he combines strength and mobility, being able to physically impose himself on defenders. His ability to create separation at the top of the route and his commitment to blocking for the run game make him an interesting prospect for Detroit. While not a natural speedster, Iomenor makes up for it with refined technique and an aggressive style of play. His profile suggests he could become a reliable number 2 receiver in the NFL. Isaiah Bond, Texas. Bond is synonymous with explosiveness. Although he doesn't have eye-popping stats, his speed is a definite plus. With an impressive run, he can beat defenders quickly and find space in tight coverage. Physically, he may face challenges against stronger defenders, but his agility and acceleration make up for this disadvantage. At the Combine, Bond should shine in speed tests, which could further boost his draft status. Luther Burden, Missouri. Burden is the kind of player who can change the course of a game in a single play. Extremely dynamic, he was a key player in Missouri's offense. In his best season, he accumulated 1,212 yards and 9 touchdowns, showing off his full arsenal of resources. In 2024, his production dropped off a bit, but he still managed to impact the game in different ways, including on the ground. His ability to unbalance a defense should draw a lot of interest at the Combine. Emeka Egbuka, Ohio State. One of the best route runners in the class, Egbuka built a solid career at Ohio State, culminating in a national title. Playing alongside other talented receivers, he always found ways to excel and be productive. With 2 seasons over 1,000 yards, Egbuka brings reliability and a wide variety of routes to his repertoire. His ability to get out of the way quickly is one of his biggest assets, making him a strong prospect for a first-round pick. Jaden Higgins, Iowa State. Higgins is notable for his size and his college production. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches and with an imposing physique, he offers a unique option for offenses looking for a stronger receiver to face off against defenders. Last season, he recorded 1,183 yards and demonstrated good performance on both intermediate routes and vertical plays. He is also a dedicated blocker, something the Lions always value. Tez Johnson, Oregon. After excelling at Troy, Johnson transferred to Oregon and quickly became a key player in the offense. His speed and ability to create separation make him a dangerous target at any point in the game. He was the MVP of the Big Ten Championship, racking up 181 yards and a touchdown in the final. Although he is not an imposing physique, 5 feet 10 inches, he makes up for it with agility and precision on routes. At the Combine, he is expected to shine in explosiveness and changes of direction tests. Teteroa McMillan, Arizona. McMillan is widely considered one of the top players in the class. Standing at 6 feet 5 inches, he dominates in contested situations, using his wingspan to excel in high-flying situations. In addition, his blocking ability and physical size make him an X receiver, ideal for challenging defenders in one-on-ones. Coming off 2 consecutive seasons of over 1,300 yards, McMillan has all the makings of a standout performer in Indianapolis. Isaac TeSlaa, Arkansas. Rounding out the list, TeSlaa is one of the most intriguing prospects in the draft. A Michigan native, he began his career in Division II, where he dominated before transferring to Arkansas. While his statistical output isn't the greatest, he makes up for it with excellent athleticism. He excels especially on contested balls, beating defenders with his momentum and precision in tracking the ball. Currently projected to be a third-day pick, he could surprise at the Combine and gain more prominence. The Lions enter the 2025 Combine with the mission of finding talent to complement their star duo of Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams. Whether it's a speedster like Bond, a dominant physicist like McMillan, or a refined technician like Egbuka, there are plenty of options on the franchise's radar. With an attentive scouting group and a history of high draft picks, Detroit has the chance to further bolster its offense and establish itself as one of the NFL's offensive powerhouses next season. The Detroit Lions could have a big opportunity in free agency, bringing back a familiar name who has already shown on their offensive line. The franchise is at a critical juncture in the industry, with some uncertainties that could directly impact Jared Goff's protection and the efficiency of the running game. One of the main issues is the possible departure of Kevin Zeitler, who could test the market if a new deal is not reached. In addition, there is the possibility that Graham Glasgow will become a casualty due to the impact of his contract on the salary cap. With these moves, the Lions need to carefully evaluate their options to maintain a dominant and cohesive offensive line. The team already has Christian Mahogany, and based on what he showed in his rookie season, there is reason to believe that he can assume a starting role in 2025. However, if the Lions are unable to keep Glasgow and want a transition period for Mahogany to develop further, a return of Jonah Jackson could be a strategic move. Drafted by the Lions in the 3rd round of the 2020 draft, Jackson made an immediate impact and was even selected for the Pro Bowl in 2021. However, his trajectory changed in 2023 when injuries began to hamper his performance, leading Detroit to seek reinforcements like Zeitler. Jackson then signed a 3-year contract with the Los Angeles Rams, but his time with the team did not go as expected. A fractured scapula took him out early in the season, and even when he returned, he was unable to regain his best form. Now, according to NFL Network's Matt Okada, Jackson could be cut by the Rams before free agency. The reason? The delicate financial situation of the Los Angeles team, which may need to make room in the salary cap for other moves, especially considering Matthew Stafford's hefty contract. If the Rams do opt to release him, Jackson could become an interesting name for the Lions, especially if he is available at a reduced price. Detroit could offer him another opportunity to showcase his talent, and even if he isn't an immediate starter, he would be a valuable addition to the offensive line's depth, a must for a team with championship aspirations. NFL free agency is just around the corner, and the Lions will have some big decisions to make. A potential return for Jonah Jackson could be just what Detroit needs to keep its offensive line among the best in the league. Comment now and leave your thoughts below. Until then.